This Andy with Quality Stocks. Today's Thursday, December 30th, 2010. Today we're going to take a look at China Energy Corp. It's a NASDAQ bulletin board company trading their ticker CHGY. Nice bounce off the bottom here in September through November. $1.15 all the way up to $2.20. Over $1 a share gains. Nice play. Retraced, sitting right around the area of a support level at this point. See through this area, we've got a trend down. MACD, PPO both reflect that. Seeing kind of a flat line with maybe a little bit of an uptrend in the histogram. Over these last few days, you can see it tightening back up. We're looking for across that signal line at this point and see if this downtrend is going to get broken. Same appearance with the PPO. ADX in a classic reversal position. Trend is gaining strength at this point, but we're seeing the negative DI breaking down through the ADX from the north side, which a lot of times what will happen there is then the ADX will flatten and start to curl back the other direction, and that's what starts to kick off the reversal. MFI is trying to come out of oversold at this point. Even the 21 looks like it's trying to flatline, curl, and turn upward, all in close proximity to each other. Definitely moving in the right direction, but still very early in any reversal. But something worth noting and keeping an eye on is trying to come out of oversold. Still a nice uptrend overall about the last 6-7 months in the accumulation distribution. Seeing a pretty strong uptrend. We're going to look for this to try and take out that area right through there and create a new higher high. Nice little rounded look to it. Heading the right direction. Nice look to the accumulation distribution. It's also reiterated by the shaken money flow holding in the green. Buying pressure is still strong. And the CCI breaking through negative 100, which we reference a lot of times. That's what bottom feeders will use as the initial buy point. It'll be a hold until it wants to break back down through negative 100. Full stow down near bottom. I don't put a ton of stock in that. Even when a stock is up very high, the full stow can trade at exaggerated levels into what's considered overbought or oversold for long periods of time. So just because it's down low doesn't mean necessarily anything about a reversal. What I look for now is a bounce back up through 20 and start to move its way towards 50 to show it some momentum could be coming into the stock. Tricks still trending downwards, as kind of referenced up top. But the price per share has been in a downtrend throughout this same period of time. Tricks is typically a little lagging, so I'm not going to get much out of that at this point. What I am going to look for is trying to hold this level through here. If it can turn and actually make a higher low, that's a good thing, but I definitely don't want to see it dip any lower than this. RSIs look like they're trying to make their turn. See a 14 and 21 still in a downtrend, trying to turn north right now. 7 just looks like it's going to break up through them. Again, very early in a possible reversal, but worth noting. What I'm going to look for in this is holding that very bottom support right there, $1.52. You can see $1.54 through here. Last several days, holding above that area. It does get a little bit more support, just a hair lower, right through there. That's probably around $1.46. But right now, I really want to see it hold that line because that's where the base is formed, and historically, it's been a little bit of support. On the north side, it's going to see almost immediate resistance. You can see it's had a hard time over last week. It's been in this little channel. So that $1.60 has already established itself in the very recent past as a resistance level. And you can see it was a support level through here. So it's going to need to pop through that $1.60. If it can make that break through $1.60, I'm going to come right to this area around $1.75. Just a little bit of resistance, some support right through there, resistance through here. I'll go all the way back to here to $1.67, $1.70. That area, when the 20-day moving average is there, the 50-day moving average is going to be coming down on it. Resistance throughout this area is a little bit difficult to put an exact number to. That's why I say a lot of times look at resistance and support as a thick tip marker rather than a fine tip pen, because a lot of times it represents a little bit of an area, not necessarily a definitive number. So I think that area around $1.75 is going to be a little bit tough for it. But again, closing at $1.57, that's already pretty significant gains. The stop loss is very close, only a few percent away. So the reward part is maximized with a little bit farther resistance, and the risk part is minimized by keeping a close stop loss. One of the other things I'm really going to look for in this, it's going to be coming through that trend line. If this can make a move north, break through that 50 and break this trend line, this chart could take on a very bullish look. We'll see indicators carry themselves through. The reversal should be fully in effect. We'll be looking to try and channel northward at that point and test some higher levels of resistance up around this $2 area. Again, I'm not going to leave that on there. Too many things can confuse it. Basically, what you look for in this chart now, though, is to hold this base, take out this initial resistance, and see if it can gather some momentum to go up here and take on some upper level areas and that trend line. Volume actually picked up, even though we're heading into the holidays. It's only 110,000 shares traded. I didn't check the share structure on China Energy, so I can't speak intelligently about if this is a low floater or not. But I'd like to see volume to stay at least up around that 100,000 or more to create a little bit of liquidity and give it some strength to get some true momentum behind it. As always, this is merely my interpretation of the CHGY chart. This is Andy with Quality Stocks. Thank you for watching and trade smart.